I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching,
please don't sue me.
Yeah. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney.
I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney news and reviews.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and just another steady week for me this week, guys, getting ready for the just Christmas, getting it all together. As I mentioned in my last video that there was going to be a Christmas giveaway. I want to be giving away the Pirates of the Caribbean Blu-ray DVD combo, but I'm also waiting on the Cars 2 5-disc set to come in the mail. So when that comes in, then I'll do a giveaway video. If it's not in by next week, I'll make one and hold like a sign up or something. I don't know, but those are the two movies I want to be giving away during my on my Christmas special, which will be sometime after the Christmas week or during Christmas weekend, whatever. So we'll give all of you ample time to put your entries in on that video. So whatever. Yeah, so I think that's it. Just had an awesome weekend. Ravens are playing today soon, so I can't wait for that. But just the holiday party season has started with me, so I went to a couple holiday parties. Some people came over here. We went and saw the 34th Street lights, saw some just really cool stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Let's get right to the news. This past week, an interesting article popped up on the official Walt Disney World website giving some details on what's coming to the parks in 2012. Titled 2012 The Year of More Magic, the article doesn't give much away beyond what is widely known already, but there is one very interesting sentence from the opening paragraph that is worthy of note. Well, here, let me just read that paragraph for you. From exciting seasonal events and brand new attractions to immersive new experiences and a special surprise announcement on New Year's Eve. There's a lot more than just leap year to celebrate throughout Walt Disney World Resort in 2012. What is that special announcement? Nobody knows what that means. There's tons of speculation, so sure sounds cool. So when that officially happens, and I might make a video on it, or at least just have it included with my Disney news and reviews that week. So stay tuned for that. Disney has confirmed today that construction is taking place between the Wedding Pavilion and the Grand Floridian Resort is indeed for a Disney Vacation Club property. According to the Orlando Sentinel, the expansion will add 147 timeshare units ready to open in late 2013. That news actually was mentioned to me by one of my friends on here, Jason. I know you've been waiting for this, because I think you really want to go see that Grand Floridian, so that's pretty cool. Now he's been waiting for that for a while, so awesome stuff. But there you go. And Epcot's RFID entry test system now appears to be over. The construction walls have been removed from the test area, revealing a return of the old turnstiles, and no sign of any new RFID entry hardware. No word on what the results of the test are, or if it will take place in another location. I think that's pretty cool, the RFID system. Now for some rehab and refurbishment news. This week saw the opening of the Katsura Grill in Epcot's Japan Pavilion. The new counter service location is a completely rebuilt restaurant taking place of the former Yakitori house. The new restaurant retains much of the same menu as before, along with some new additions including crispy panko breaded chicken sandwich, a cold ramen noodle dish with shredded crab stick, and a sweet soy dressing. The building itself has been completely restored from top to bottom and offers both indoor and outdoor seating with some beautiful decor. A completely new addition to the area is a new bar located in the building on the smaller lower level that was previously a gift shop. The bar offers a variety of drinks, including a selection of sakis. Very cool, awesome stuff. And now to some actual rehab or refurbishment news that will affect you in 2012. The Magic Carpets of Aladdin will be closing for a refurbishment from February 26th to March 10th, 2012, reopening on March 11th. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Playground at Disney's Hollywood Studios will be closing for a month-long refurbishment from February 13th to March 10th of 2012, reopening on March 11th. Then the studio backlot tour at Disney's Hollywood Studios will be closing for a month-long refurbishment from February 13th to March 10th, reopening again on March 11th of 2012. So those three things will be closed for a month and won't be opening again until March 11th. So keep that in mind. And finally, the Prince Charming Regal Carousel in the Magic Kingdom's Fantasyland is currently under an extensive exterior refurbishment. The ride is still operating as normal, but large portions of the exterior covered in a decorative scrim. No word on when the scrims will come down, so just keep that in mind when you're headed down to Disney World next year or in the near future. Cool stuff. So anyway, let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, the first thing I want to review today, I wanted to review last week, but I wanted to honor the request of one of my viewers. So I decided to push it off till this next week and kind of keep up with the whole keep this Muppets thing rolling. And it's actually kind of funny because if you watch my unboxing of the D23 stuff, it was taken down this past week because apparently I used the Muppets theme in there. I think they were freaking out over that. So whatever, YouTube. You won this time, YouTube. But it's still up, and you can go and see it, by the way. It's really cool. So anyway, the next, or the first thing that I want to review today, again, I wanted to review last week, is Muppet Vision 3D. It totally would have been a whole Muppets-themed episode, but, I love my fans. Anyway, what these guys say, the Muppet Vision's 3D is, it's a 3D movie starring the Muppets, a major attraction, go before 11 a.m. or after 3 p.m., uproarious and not to be missed, 4.5 stars. Now, some other notes about this attraction is that it opened on May 16th of 1991. It was actually directed by Jim Henson himself, and is actually notable for being the final Muppets project to be released by Henson, as the attraction opened after his death in 1990. It's just, that's actually pretty cool to know that Henson, this is his last thing, but that also can kind of hold it back. Anyway, just let me talk to you about that later, because that actually has something to do with my argument on why this should be a little bit renovated instead of just keeping it the way it is. But anyway, what the whole point about this this ride is that or this attraction is that you're going to be going to see a show performed by the Muppets. Now, the first thing you notice about the exterior is how big this thing is. I mean, they really give a lot of real estate to the Muppets with this. It has its own fountain. There's a giant building here. It's pretty big. And the queue itself is adorned with all kinds of Muppets regalia. There's fake movie posters, real movie posters from the Muppets. And when you actually get inside the place, where you're actually inside the building, there's fake doors leading to different things, like there's Jim Henson's office or something like that, and Kermit's, and you just see different doors that lead to nowhere. But then you go right into the actual queue, as you're seeing here. You go in, you grab your glasses. They are purple instead of the usual yellow, and you go into this big, spacious room that you stand in, and you are. You can enjoy the pre-show while the actual show for the audience prior to you are they're watching and hopefully enjoying. Now, the pre-show is actually it's just some gags there. The rats are there. I think Gonzo is there a couple times. He's doing some stuff there. It's basically everybody just getting ready for this show that's about to be put on for you. You're basically seeing a lot of the inner workings. It isn't 3D, I don't think. I don't remember if it's 3D or not, because I think I had my glasses on my hat right here. But anyway, it's funny. It's pretty cool. A lot of Muppet humor, really awesome stuff, and all the original voices are there. It's not anybody morphed or anything like that. It's not an imposter. It's all the original voices. So then you go in, and it's this big giant theater. It's really cool. There's the big red curtain up in the front. You got a lot of stuff going on in the back. You can actually see the dual projectors, so they can get the 3D right. It's actually really cool. Even the old guy, the old guys are up in the balcony wing right up there. They're always cracking jokes and everything. It's really cool. Now, when they made a Muppet Vision 3D, they were trying to give you a true 3D, you know, experience, and putting the actual Muppets, or a few of the Muppets, and actually having them interact with you live is a really cool thing, because it actually gives that extra dimension of reality to it, which is awesome. Now the show itself, you know, you can view here on YouTube. There's a ton of videos of them if you really want to see, but it's all blurry because you need those 3D glasses to be able to see them. But the show itself it's funny. You know, there's a lot of things in there. You see all the classic characters. You know, you got Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, Gonzo, Beaker is my favorite. My favorite of all time is Beaker. Just I love, you know, to see what he does. And what's funny is, you know, when you see the Doc and Beaker, they create the first ever computer generated Muppet Waldo C graphic, which is honestly for me is the worst part of this movie. I mean, I like it. I thought it was fun. But he just kind of annoys me throughout the entire thing. I mean, his sole purpose is to fly in and around the audience, just to throw the 3D out at you, you know, and then eventually, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, stuff, you know, wreaks havoc. What was it? The Swedish Chef, you know, winds up trying to kill this thing, and, you know, and wind up destroying the whole set. It's crazy, a bunch of craziness, and you know, they wind up, you know, redoing everything, and it's cool. It's the Muppets, and we all leave. Exit to stage right, or whatever it is. Now, my main gripe about this movie is that when this came out, this is one of the first 3D movies Disney had ever put on, and because of that, they were focusing more on just being 3D rather than actually having you know, some quality viewing in there, so, you know, some quality experiences. Like when PhilharMagic came out, it was cool because they really immersed you in everything, and it wasn't just 3D. You know, it was stuff that, you know, that you could follow and relate to and everything. But when Muppets came out, they were just doing 3D for 3D's sake. You know, it's all the classic 3D gags, a ladder coming out at you, somebody, you know, reaching out their hand and all that. It's fun, but in the end, it just kind of gets old a little bit. It's a pretty long movie, so you're sitting there. It's air conditioned, which is good. I did enjoy it, but not as much as I should have. I really think this ride should be updated a little bit, but I think a lot of people are hesitant to do that because this was one of his Jim Henson's last things that he really had his fingers in. So I think they're kind of hesitant with doing that. But with the success of the new Muppets movie, I mean, hell, give the control over to Jason Segel. I mean, he's proven that he's a huge Muppets fan and can really do some good for the Muppets. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm sure a lot of people love Muppet Vision 3D. I mean, these guys gave it 4.5 stars. 4.5. That means it's almost a near perfect attraction, which to me is, I don't know. I mean, I went on it. It was cool, but I could have been doing some other cool stuff like going on Star Tours. So yeah, what am I giving Muppet Vision 3D? I'll give it 3 stars. I think it's an average attraction. It's nothing overtly special. Yes, it is 3D, but the gags are. It isn't anything you haven't seen before. When it comes to 3D videos. And that's pretty much what it is. I do like the fact that the old men are there, and there's some live action interaction with the Muppets. When they come out. I love the fact that you see all the classic characters in there. And if it wasn't for Waldo C. Graphic, this would be a 4-star. But I mean, for whatever reason, he irked me that day when I went down and saw it again. And I don't like that character. I think they could just remove it and do something else with it. That's just my opinion. My opinion. I want you guys to go down to make your own opinion, and don't always go by what I say. I want you to go down and make your own opinion, and I want you to enjoy it and come back from Disney World and tell me, what do you mean it was 3? It was totally a 5-star attraction, or it was totally a 1-star attraction. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get some discussion going. But my thing is, 3 stars for Muppet Vision 3D. It was okay. It was alright. It was alright. But, you know, it wasn't anything spectacular, in my opinion. So, yeah, Muppet Vision 3D, 3 stars. I hope I got that across to you okay. I mean, it's hard to describe the actual show, just because, I mean, there really isn't a plot to it. So, yeah. Anyway, the next thing I want to review is the Mad Tea Party. Now, the reason why this is last is because I actually have onboard ride video that I want to be showing you. But for the first thing I want to do is actually give you some notes on the whole thing. Now, what these guys say the Mad Tea Party is, it's a midway type spinning ride, minor attraction, go before 11 a.m. or after 5 p.m. You can make the teacup spin faster by turning the wheel in the center of the cup. Fun, but not worth the wait. 2 stars. I would agree with that. But just give me a minute to explain myself. I want to give you some other notes. This was one of the original attractions for Walt Disney World. It actually originated in Disneyland and was shipped over when Disney made Walt Disney World. And it opened on October 1st, 1971, the same opening day of Disney World. A note is that only the Disneyland version can't run in the rain. Which is actually good for us, because when we went down this past time, when we went on it, it was pouring. It was completely pouring down rain. And this ride is actually very notorious for motion sickness. So as you can see in the video that I'm about to show you, you will see, yes. So let me first preface this, you know, by setting you up as to how this video came to be. This is our arrival day. Literally, we were on the plane 4 hours earlier. We landed, took a nap, decided to go to the Magic Kingdom, and it was pouring down rain. So we had just gotten through PhilharMagic, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and then we were going to Tomorrowland, and we decided, let's hop on this, because there was only a 5-minute wait. There wasn't a lot of people in the parks. It was late. So the wait was really short, and the fact that I hadn't really ever been on this attraction ever since I was a kid, so I figure out, you know what the hey, I'll hop on the ride, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a good time. And it was a 5-minute wait. Any other time, it really isn't worth the wait, because this ride can have waits exceeding 40 minutes, which for a 3-minute ride isn't really feasible. It's really not smart. But a lot of kids, they love this attraction. It's a classic ride for them, so they have to get on it, and the parents are standing there like this, just waiting 40 minutes for a 3-minute ride. Not even a 3-minute ride, it's like a 2-minute ride. But anyway, so I have this video, pretty much showing the entire experience that you'll get at the Mad Tea Party, minus the long wait, because we really didn't, I walked right on this. So here is the video of me getting on the Mad Tea Party.
This is deceptively small. Either that or I'm just deceptively big. Oh jeez. Oh. Oh my god. You alright? Yep. Oh, whoa.
Not trying to grab it.
No, I know. I got it. I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a little dizzy. I might throw up. Oh jeez. Holy mackerel. The inertia take in. There we go. We're spinning. We're good. are we not spinning anymore?
Now it's still spinning. We just don't feel like pushing anymore.
A little faster.
Okay, gotta stop. Let's stop.
Alright, Nick.
Yeah, let's take a break for Nick for a second.
Well, I guess we were stopping anyway.
Yeah.
Now what's funny is I didn't add any music to that. That's all live music that was taken, you know, via my video camera. Just the fact that everything kind of worked out. It was actually kind of humorous when I was editing it. It was very, very cool. It did make me a little motion sick. You know, I was completely, oh man, when they started turning it really fast, it was getting crazy. And having to record and do all this, it really, you know, it wreaked havoc on my stomach. But it was a fun attraction. Now the greatest part was when we were actually trying to get into the car itself. There really isn't a whole lot of leg room, and you know, you got three pretty big people. I mean, we sat comfortably, but it's the legs that really got you. It wasn't being big or anything. You know, we actually eventually got in, but we had to like curve our legs like to the side. We had to like try to shut that stupid door, and that was kind of fun. Nathan had to like stand up for a little bit, but you know, eventually, you know, it all worked out. And we got three people in there, and we were just turning and turning and turning. It was crazy. Just really, really, really gnarly. But one of our guys didn't go get on because he's a little, he gets a little queasy with stuff like that, and it wouldn't have worked out for him. But it was cool because we actually got some really awesome footage, and I really you know, dug editing that because I remember everything there. And getting off the ride right back into the rain, you know, with the ponchos and everything, it was just crazy. But it was a really fun attraction. But again, still just a typical Midway ride. So anyway, what am I going to give the Mad Tea Party? Being that it is still a typical Midway attraction, and the fact and the circumstances of which I got on it really don't reflect how everybody normally gets on it, I will agree and give it a 2. It's a kind of a distraction ride, mainly geared towards kids. But if you're into Alice in Wonderland, this is pretty much the only Alice in Wonderland themed attraction that they have down there. Very you know, very unbirthday party-ish, very cool. That's where you can actually see a lot of the Mad Tea Party, or the Alice in Wonderland characters is around that attraction in Disney World or Magic Kingdom. But yeah, if you happen to find yourself, you know, you're walking past it and you see it's only a 5-minute wait, pop on. You know, it's a fun attraction. But again, it's not worth the 40-minute wait that you will inevitably have to wait if you have a kid and you decide to go down to Disney World. But all in all, I thought it was a fun attraction for me, only because I was able to walk right on, and I got some pretty crazy footage of it. It just was it was a fun experience, but in the end, it still is just a 2-star attraction. Just because there's better things to do in the Magic Kingdom than just this. So again, relegate this to a if you're just walking past it, and it's a walk-on ride. So just relegate that to a walk-on ride status. So yeah, there you go. The Mad Tea Party at the Magic Kingdom, 2 stars. And again, you're probably wondering, why would you give a 2-star attraction the time of day, you know, the big quintessential main event review? Well, because I had that video and I think it's pretty funny, and I think hopefully you guys got a kick out of it. I know I did. Yeah. So coming up, got the Christmas stuff going on. I'll try to get that giveaway video out as soon as possible. I'm still waiting for that other DVD coming in, and I apologize for the stammering again. I've just been kind of off today. Well, then again, I just woke up, so my brain kind of isn't working yet, you know. I decided to just do this and get it over with. Yeah, so if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me or take this video down. I just want people to go down to Disney World, and just because I give something a 3 or a 2 doesn't mean you will. I want you to go down and experience it for for yourself, and come back and text me, message me, or whatever. Say, hey, File91e, I really dug this, or I did not like this ride. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get some discussion going and to get people to go down to Disney World and have a good time. I guarantee you, I don't care how old you are, you'll have a good time down there. So yeah, go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmatch.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, straight from the horse's mouth stuff. I'm going to be watching The Raven soon, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you all next week for another Disney news and reviews. Bye, guys.